A man in his early 30s with messy, dark hair and green eyes staring from behind rectangular glasses sits at a desk in a small, sparsely decorated apartment, poring over a series of papers with a perplexed look. The man looks around as a bright blue police box materializes.
What the?
A woman of medium height with wavy brown hair, dressed in a tattered Too Big men's velvet suit, stumbles out. Behind her, smoke billows from inside the box.
Hello. Lovely spot, this. Now, where am I? And more importantly, who am I?
Her eyes roll up into her head, and she falls. The man jumps forward and catches her, limp form before she hits the ground, and gently lays her on the nearby leather couch.
Who are you?
The woman lies unconscious on the couch. Suddenly, she sits up, her brown eyes flying open in surprise.
Blimey!
The woman looks at her hands, which still have a few trails of golden energy seeping from them. She raises her eyebrows, but appears unconcerned.
Still settling, then.
She stands up to go look in a full-length mirror that hangs across from the leather couch.
Damn it! Still not Ginger. 14 bodies, you'd think I'd get it right once. Still, this is certainly quite the change. More so than usual. Then again, I suppose there's a first time for everything. I am going to have to change out of this oversized suit, though. One size does not fit all.
How are you feeling?
I just landed a big blue box in what appears to be your sitting room, and your first question is how am I feeling? You are nice.
Well, that was my second question. I figured I'd try and be polite before interrogating you.
A fair point. Thank you for the tea. Now, what's your name?
Hugh Holmes. And you are?
Oh, this is embarrassing. I can't quite recall.
Would you like me to get a doctor? You might have amnesia.
Doctor. Oh, yes. How silly of me. Regeneration really does a number on your mind. I'm the doctor. Pleasure to meet you. Again, sorry about the box. I really need to stop regenerating mid-flight. You'd think after destroying a shed in Scotland and getting spat out next to the Thames by a dinosaur, I'd learn.
I'm sorry, what?
Oh, you're probably quite confused right now.
Quite is putting it mildly. If you're feeling well enough, perhaps you could answer some questions starting with what on earth is up with that blue box? It appeared out of nowhere.
Hugh, what I'm about to tell you is rather unbelievable.
A police box just materialized in my apartment. Try me. I highly doubt it can get any more unbelievable.
Alright. It's quite simple, really. The box is a spaceship as well as a time machine. It's called the TARDIS. That's time and relative dimensions in space.
Okay, I was wrong. It did get more unbelievable. You're saying that thing can go anywhere, anytime?
Correct.
If what you're saying is true, that makes you an alien.
Well, obviously, yes. Humans haven't got this type of technology yet, much as Winston Churchill tried to convince me to give it to him.
But you look human.
So do a lot of aliens. We aren't all little green men from Mars, Detective Holmes.
Wait, how did you know I'm a detective? Did you do some weird alien mind thing, or...?
Or you left your detective badge out in the open on your desk. I can see the Sydney Harbour Bridge in the distance out the window, so we're obviously in Australia. But what's the date?
November 23rd, 1948. Why?
Well, the thing is, I don't recall anything about a gigantic dome being anywhere in the history books.
She points to the left of the Sydney Harbour Bridge, where a great bronze domed building covered in small spheres with the name Calad printed on it looms ominously in the distance.
Calad Industries. I've been investigating them. That dome appeared out of nowhere. I've tried asking questions, but I get shut down every time. Very private, that lot.
Wait, Calad? But that's... They're at it again.
Who?
The Daleks. Calad is an anagram.
You know about what's behind Calad?
Unfortunately, only too well.
But what are Daleks? More aliens like you?
The Daleks are nothing like me. Or at least I'd like to think that. Daleks are pure evil. The only emotion they feel is hatred, and they wish to exterminate and conquer anything that isn't a Dalek, including all life on Earth.
So, alien Nazis?
More or less. There's evil in all corners of the universe. Trust me, I've quite a bit of experience with it. Anyway, you said you were investigating Calad?
If you take a look at these documents on my desk, you'll see I've been trying to find out everything I can about them. They popped up out of nowhere a year ago. Around that time, people began disappearing, only to show up again suddenly working for Calad. Reportedly, these people were very odd afterwards. Less emotional. Less human.
These are quite good. So, your department has been looking into this since the disappearances started?
Well, not exactly. I tried bringing it to the attention of my superiors, but since the people turned up again, they decided it was best to leave it alone.
Then you've been doing your own private research. That's quite impressive, Detective. And admirable.
In my time, both in the army and as a detective, I've always trusted my gut. It's almost never wrong. There's something off about Calad, and I want to know what it is. And if I'm right, I will do everything I can to prevent anything bad happening.
I see. Well, you aren't wrong. Going off my unfortunately extensive experience with Daleks, they're likely planning an invasion attempt, which means I need to find a way to stop them.
What do you plan to do?
I haven't the foggiest. Make it up as I go, but first I need to change. As you can probably tell by its rather tattered state, this outfit's seen its final days. The TARDIS is still recalibrating, but I should be able to make my way to the wardrobe.
Wardrobe? Wait,
Yes?
can you really help?
I hope so.
If you really think you have a chance of stopping these things, then is there anything I can do to help?
Get me all the information you have on how to get into that dome. I'm going to need to break in, and I need to know the lay of the land.
Right. Aliens. What on earth am I getting myself into?
Just as Hugh finishes sorting out the building schematics, the door to the TARDIS opens, revealing the Doctor. She's dressed in a long fit and flare, double-breasted azure coat with an attached capelet and high collar. 2 gold buttons are on each cuff, and 3 pairs go down the front with 4 on each side of the front of the capelet. She also wears heeled, high, knee-black boots with small buttons up the sides, red gloves, and a red fedora placed at an angle on her head. She spins once.
Well, how do I look?
Like a mix between Sherlock Holmes and Mary Poppins.
Good. I admit I'm rather new to this whole women's clothes thing, but I thought it came out rather nicely.
New to women's clothes? Never mind. I have the maps here. I could only find information on the outside, but it looks like there's a side door we could access.
We? You don't have to come, Hugh. The Daleks are one of my most deadly enemies. I have a feeling this might get messy. You don't need to get caught in the crossfire.
Doctor, I've been suspicious of Calad for a while. I'm not about to abandon this now just because there's danger. Besides, I know this city inside and out. It'll be quicker if I come with you.
If you're sure.
I am.
Good. I agree that side entrance looks promising. How far away are we?
Only a block or so.
I'd take the TARDIS, but she isn't up for flight just yet. We'll need to travel on foot.
Let me grab my coat.
You know, Hugh, I think we're going to get along splendidly.
Oh? Why is that?
You're like me, determined to do good and little sense of self-preservation.
I suppose I can't deny that. I'm ready now.
Right. Outside that door lies probable danger, a mysterious corporation, and certain adventure. Off we go then!